Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you may happen to be tuning in. I am Brian Carpenter, sports editor of the Meriden Record Journal, and welcome back to our Record Journal Athlete of the Week series. We are in the winter season, a week into January. We wanted to wait a week into the new year to get a good handle on what was going on with our area teams, but a very difficult first week of the new year with schools returning amid a COVID spike, and of course the tragic death of hockey player Teddy Balkan from St. Luke's School. Our best to his family. Sticks out for Teddy. We're going to move into our week one slate of candidates, and fittingly, in Teddy's memory, we do have two hockey players on our slate. We also have a swimmer and a runner and two basketball players. Now remember, now you're seeing this, it's Wednesday night, and you have from now until Sunday, midnight, to go vote at myrecordjournal.com/athletes for one boy contestant and one girl contestant. Now listen, with the winter season, winter can always be funky. And with COVID resurging, it makes things difficult for us. So we've decided for the winter season, we're not going to interview the winners. It presents a lot of logistic problems, not to mention safety and health concerns, of course. We'll get back to that with our man Kid Krofsick in the spring. For now, we're going to bring you the 6 candidates each week. We'll announce the winners, and it'll be the best we can make of it for this season. Let's get through it, and let's get to the spring. And let's get on now with our week one slate of candidates. We do have two hockey players. They went head-to-head down at Northford Iceford Pavilion on Saturday night. Of course, we're talking about Lyman Hall and Sheehan. Lyman Hall won that game 5-4. Both teams now stand at 6-1. And we have a candidate from each team. From the winning Lyman Hall Trojans, right here, of course, Mr. Dillon Gay, senior forward. Dillon Gay scored 2 goals in that game, and that gives Dillon 11 goals on the season. He also has 6 assists. Added up, that's 17 points. And Dillon has scored at least 1 goal in all 7 games so far. Fantastic start for Dillon. He's had hit for 2 goals twice, of course, against Sheehan the other night. And he's also had a hat trick against Cheshire just before Christmas. Dillon Gay, keep it rolling, kid. You are boys nominee number 1 here in week 1. Our second nominee, he was on the other side of the ice. He is from Sheehan High School, the freshman phenom right here. Number 5, Mr. Max Festa, younger brother, of course, of Luke Festa and Jake Festa. And Aaron, I always say the kid brother's always the best one, man. And Max Festa, what a start for him. He scored 1 goal on Saturday night against Lyman Hall, which gives him 14 on the season. Area high 14 goals. He has had 1, 2, 3 hat tricks already this season. Only a freshman, 14 goals. And Aaron, you remember we were at the Festas when we did the Best of the Bunch video, because Luke Festa was one of our winners last year. Hockey Player of the Year with Anthony Romano, Sheehan's 200-point scorer. And we were joking. Remember Max said they have that rink in the backyard and how Romano had never scored on him? I don't know. Anthony Romano, if I'm you, brother, I'm looking over my shoulder. Max Festa, he's already got 14 career goals. Max, congratulations to you. Boys nominee number 2. Here in week 1. Our third nominee, he's a swimmer. He is from Platt High School, the junior, Mr. Mehdi Moomin. Hey, I'll tell you what, the Meriden Co-op, Ed Heath and his boys, the girls had a good season, and I think the boys are going to have a good one too. They got the Peralta brothers and the Studley brothers. They got Slammin' Sammy Hurlbut, and they got Mehdi Moomin, the Platt junior, who in the first meet of the season has already made Class LL cut times in 2 events. 100 butterfly in 56.26 seconds, and in the 200 IM in 206.25. Mehdi, hey, he and the boys beat Simsbury opening day 93-82. I got a feeling, Aaron, they're going to win quite a few meets this winter. For now, Mehdi Moomin, you are boys nominee number 3 here in week 1. All right. For our girls slate of candidates, we've got a runner. We've got 2 basketball players. Let's start with the runner because she just broke a school record. She is from Maloney High School, Miss Bria Benigni, only a sophomore, and of course you recall from our All-Record Journal team series from the fall, she was on that Maloney girls soccer team that put together a historic 13-2-2 season for the Maloney girls, best ever in program history. Bria was a sophomore midfielder on that team, but she's also a very, very, very good distance runner. After the soccer season, she joined the cross-country team. They went up to Wappinger Falls, New York to run in Nike cross-country Northeast Regionals, and Bria came in 5th. So she's playing soccer all fall, and then she gets on the cross-country bus, goes up to New York, 5th place in a Northeast Regional. Outstanding. She's running indoor track now, preparing for the spring season, and the Spartans were down at the Elm City Coaches Invitational on Saturday, and in the 3200, Bria ran 11 minutes, 50 seconds, .25, And that's a school record, and she needed literally all .25 of it because she only won by half a second. What a great race. You don't normally get races that close at that distance. But you know what? Gave Bria the extra little incentive and kick she needed to set that school record. Congratulations to you, Bria. You are girls nominee number 1 here in week 1. All right, our 2 girls basketball players, who could they be? We've got some teams doing very well. Maloney Spartans, Platte Panthers, Sunnington Blue Knights. Well, we got one from the Platte Panthers right here, the girl inside, making it go for the Panthers. Miss Antoinette Tan, junior forward. Antoinette, good to have you aboard. Kids averaging 14.4 points a game for the Panthers, and they are 6-3. 9 games already, Aaron, for the Platte Panthers. And Antoinette has been in double figures in all but 2 games. Had a season-high 27 against Plainville. Said she's leading the Panthers with a 14.4 average. She catches our eye every night the Panthers play. Antoinette, you are girls nominee number 2 in week 1. Third and final nominee from the undefeated Sunnington Blue Knights. They are 6-0. And I'll tell you, going into the season, Coach Howie Hewitt said, I got some freshman girls who are really good, and they're going to play, and they are. And here's the one who's making a go for the Blue Knights, and they've got a lot of good players. Right here, she's our girl, Lily Cooper. Miss Lily Cooper, only a freshman, and she leads the Blue Knights with 10.8 points a game, double figures in all but 1 game. And also, hey, playmaker, team high 24 assists, and on defense, a team high 24 steals, the last of which sealed last Tuesday's 36-33 win over Simsbury. Put it in the books. Lily Cooper, you are girls nominee number 3 here in week 1. And there you have your first full slate for the winter. And I think it's a pretty good one, Aaron. I really do. Hey, we're hoping to bring you the best week in, week out. I'm decided already, Aaron. What we're going to do is we're going with the 6. A lot of times we try to balance schools and mix and match and all that. We're going to just go with the best. There's 2 Platte kids this week. That's just how it goes. All right. It is Wednesday at 6 o'clock. As you see this, you have from now, Sunday at midnight. We've talked about this already. You got some NFL playoff games to watch this week? Hey, while you're watching them, go online, myrecordjournal.com/athletes. Vote for your favorite boy, your favorite girl. We'll let you know who won and bring you a fresh slate next week, week 2. On that note, I am Brian Carpenter, sports editor of the Meriden Record-Journal. Glad we have a full season here in the winter. There's been quarantines already, teams decimated, some had to cancel games, but it's better than where we were last year when we weren't even playing at all until the end of January, early February. So let's get through it. Let's get to spring. Let's stay well. Let's stay healthy. Condolences, as always, to the Balkan family. I am Brian Carpenter, sports editor of the Meriden Record-Journal. My best to my man Aaron behind the camera, and my man Shawnee Kid Crossick out in the field. Be good.